Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our virtual college fair tonight for Mount Diablo Unified School District. My name is Melissa and I will be your facilitator for this evening. Just a few housekeeping reminders. Your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists and our reps cannot hear you or see you. But if you do have any questions for anybody, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to ask any questions for any of our schools and institutions that you see this evening. We do have other sessions happening after this one, so feel free to sign up for more. And all of the sessions this evening will be recorded. So all of those recordings will be available online at strivescan.com/MDUSD. Now, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our first institution, which will be Elon University.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Mandy Corcoran, and I am the Regional Assistant Director for Admissions. And I am your direct admissions counselor. I am regionally based, so I'm based in the San Francisco Bay Area. And so I am on your team, same time zone, as well as easy proximity to you all. So a little bit about Elon University. We are a mid-sized private liberal arts university located in the heart of North Carolina in the true college town of Elon. We are within 45 minutes of two major airports, so easily to get you from the West Coast over to the East Coast. We are considered a suburb of the city of Burlington, so easy access to your big box stores like Target, those types of things, but you are going to school in a true college town. We have 5 schools that house over 70 different majors. These are Elon College, or our College of Arts and Sciences, which is home to our traditional liberal arts, our STEM majors, and performing arts programs. Our Martha and Spencer Love School of Business, which is a top 50 business school. Our School of Communications, which is one of a handful of schools across the nation that has the highest level of accreditation possible for communication schools. Our Watts Williams School of Education that focuses on getting students in the classroom within their first year, so lots of teaching experience. And our newest school, which is the School of Health Sciences, which not only houses our PA and PT programs, but also our brand new direct entry nursing program. And speaking of direct entry, all of our programs are actually direct entry, which means there is not a separate application into our programs. Our students love this because not only are they able to major or minor in any program, they're also able to take classes and really explore the different options. The only exception to this is our performing arts programs that does require an audition, but the classes are open to our students. So to give you a little bit of a rundown about Elon and who our students are, as well as what you can expect inside the classroom, we have an undergraduate population of around 6,300, with the majority of our students are coming from out of state. You can see 80% of our students are coming from out of state. To give you an example of this, California is consistently the number 10 state that we welcome students from, and we have almost 200 students currently on campus that are from the West Coast. We pride ourselves on teaching through mentoring, and this is achieved through our small class sizes and low student to faculty ratio, as well as the fact that we cap all of our classes at 33. So you're never going to have those large lecture courses. Additionally, Elon, we want to make sure that students are able to put what they learn in the classroom into practice through experiential learning. So all of our students must complete at least 2 Elon experiences, be that an internship, study abroad, research, service learning, or leadership. In addition to everything you'll experience in the academic setting, we want to make sure that you are thriving in our community as well. So we have over 284 clubs and organizations, 17 Division I sports, 8 residential neighborhoods, and over 23 learning and living communities. So we really feel that you're going to have no problem connecting with our fellow students and the rest of our community. To dive a little bit into those Elon experiences a little bit more and to show you something that's very unique at Elon, these are those 2 out of the 5 experiences that you have to complete. So just run through them a little bit. So with leadership, about 55% of our students are completing leadership on campus. A quarter of our students are completing research, and this is research that is faculty mentored. So you're looking at a project that you're excited about, you're getting mentored by a faculty member and working one-on-one with them. You'll have the opportunity to also present your research. 88% of our students are completing service learning. We really believe in global citizenship and taking care of our communities as a global community. So many of these service learnings are actually done on your study abroad. With internships, 87% of our students are completing internships. Most of these internships are out of state, although we do have some really great in-state ones in our research triangle, as well as around the surrounding area. We want students to be able to go back either to their homes or in our Study USA programs, or globally and take advantage of our internships. And then 80% of our students do study abroad. Our focus at Elon is for every student to be able to study abroad. And because of the breadth of programs that we offer, as well as the support that we give students, we are the #1 private university in the nation for study abroad. But all of this is well and good unless you are able to get a job at the end of it. So I also think it's really important to point out the job support, not only in post-graduation, but what you're getting while you're a student. So 90% of our students for fall 2020 were in a career or graduate school, service learning, or internship that they were really excited about. And 90% of those were in the career that they had chose. So what they majored in or what path they were really directing it towards. And for 2020, it was not an easy year to graduate. So we're very excited and proud of our graduates for that. 62% of those internships that I talked about led to job offers, and we received the #4 ranking for career offices this year. I want to point this out a little bit because I think it's really important to know that as an Elon student, not only are you going to get really great support from our Student Professional Development Center while you're on campus, but we also give alumni direct contact with our Student Professional Development Center. So most of the time when you graduate, you lose that opportunity to connect with them. But we want you, 4 years after you've graduated to be able to get your resume reviewed or practice interview skills. So that's something that we're really proud of and really unique to Elon. To give you kind of a rundown of our application, November 1 is our deadline that you're looking at. So early decision, early action. We also save spots in our regular deadline of January 10th. So we want students to be able to apply on their own timeline and when they need to apply. And in addition to this, what are we looking at? We do a holistic review of our students. When we're talking about essay and things like that, I really am looking for the heart of the student. So at Elon, we're looking for smart students with great hearts. And that's where we really see that in your essay. We also have our think fast questions. And then in addition to that, we are testing optional. The only exception to that would be our direct entry nursing program. January 17th is the deadline for our additional fellows and scholars programs. And then finally, this is my contact information. I want to point out the Meet Elon Out West dates there. One is this week, one is next month, and where you will hear from our West Coast student ambassadors, which are current students that are ready and willing to talk to you about what it's like to come from the West Coast over to the East Coast. And with that, I will go ahead and hand it off to my colleague.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have New Mexico State University.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susan Metzler, Senior Admissions Advisor here at New Mexico State University. And I apologize for the screen looking a little bit weird, but I'm having a little technical issue. But hopefully you can see most of the screen. New Mexico State University is located in Las Cruces, New Mexico, which is in the southern part of New Mexico. While we are located in the desert, everyone thinks it's very dry and brown, but we're actually located in a large river valley. So our campus is very green. We have grass, we have trees, but we're right up against the mountains. So it's really a gorgeous setting. Our campus is a very traditional university, beautiful campus. Students live on campus, lots of clubs, lots of activities. It just to me looks like a college, what a college should look like. We are a research university. We're also the Land Grant University of New Mexico. We're a Hispanic serving institution, and we're also a NASA Space Grant College. So this just shows you kind of where we're located down here in the southern part of the state. The closest major city is El Paso, Texas. That's about 45 minutes away from our campus. It is the closest airport, and most of my students from California, especially Northern California, are flying into El Paso. We do have a shuttle service. It's a free shuttle that will come and pick you up at the airport and then bring you back when you want to go home. First year students can have cars on campus too. That's fine. Las Cruces is a small city. While we are the second largest city in New Mexico, we have a population of only about 100,000. We have been named the best college town in New Mexico about 4 years in a row. And we recently, by Forbes magazine, were named the best university in the state of New Mexico. So we do have nearly 100 undergraduate degree options. We're very undergraduate focused. These are our different academic colleges. One of our original colleges is our College of Agriculture, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences. Also, our College of Engineering is one of our other original colleges. Of course, we have Arts and Sciences, we have Business, and we have our College of Health, Education, and Social Transformation, which is actually a combination of two colleges, our College of Education and our College of Health combined, just because they realized they had a very similar focus and mission in, helping people and helping humans. So they combined their resources together to create a brand new college at the university. Oops, that's a little weird. Just some quick things about us. We are the Aggies. We are part of the WUE, which is the Western Undergraduate Exchange that is automatic for all California residents. You don't have to apply for it. We are test optional. Our average class size is only 27. We're a medium-sized university. We have just over 14,000 students on campus. We do not have any impacted majors. We do have Division I athletics, lots of clubs, Greek life, and right now we're waiving the application fee until December 1st. Great. This just shows you some cost. Because you're in California and part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange, where it says Western U.S. residents, you can see there that we subtract a big chunk from out-of-state tuition that brings you down to $11,279 a year. That's what California residents are paying. We do have lots of scholarships that you can stack on top of that tuition discount. One thing that is really important to know is that for these top two scholarships, we do need to have you admitted by December 1st. That's why we're waiving the application fee right now, trying to get everyone to submit their application so they can qualify for those scholarships that we do. Like I said, we stack on top of the tuition discount. We do have lots of resources at our university. We've got writing centers, free tutoring, student success, career services. We have a health clinic that's right on campus. We have lots of diversity programs, study abroad. We even have a national exchange program where you can be a student in New Mexico State, pay your tuition to New Mexico State, but attend a university in another part of the country, which is pretty great. And that includes Hawaii. So we're located, in a great outdoor area, but we have lots and lots of activities for you. We have a giant activity center with the rock climbing wall. We have two pools, one indoor, one outdoor. We have lots of intramural sports. We have a golf course actually on campus. And then just the area in southern New Mexico just has a lot of hiking and camping and mountain biking and trail riding and all kinds of fun things for you to do. So like I said, you can apply right now for free. This is my contact information. It's also on my thing right above my head, but you can reach out to me at any time. I am the admissions advisor for the entire state of California. So let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to hearing from you. And we'll pass it on.
Great. Next up, we have Northern Arizona University.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Sue Maxwell. I'm with Northern Arizona University, and I'm regionally based in Davis, California. So let's start by talking about where NAU is located. We are in Flagstaff, which is Arizona's coolest city. We're at 7,000 feet elevation, so that means we don't get as hot as the rest of the state. And there are 4 distinct seasons. So yes, it snows in Arizona, and we're 15 miles from a ski resort. We've been ranked a best college town. It's a happy place, and there's excellent places for stargazing because of that high elevation. So where are we? We are 2 hours north of Phoenix, and the majestic Grand Canyon is 90 minutes north of Flagstaff. So we're in a really unique and beautiful destination. So part of our area in Flagstaff, you can check out the Flagstaff Urban Trail System. There's plenty of museums and art galleries. I mentioned the Grand Canyon, but we're also close to cool places like Oak Creek Canyon and Sedona. Plus, you can see the San Francisco mountain peaks from campus, and the highest peak is Humphreys, which is over 12,000 feet. So some general information about Northern Arizona. We are the Lumberjacks. We have a long history. We were founded in 1899, and we have a big campus. We have a medium-sized number of students. We're around 21,000 in Flagstaff, which is our home or our main campus. And when you add up everybody online, statewide, graduate, we're close to 30,000. And we have students from different backgrounds, experiences, and cultures. Almost half of our students are the first in their family to attend college. So we do have some special programs for first-gen students. Plus, as you might know, the Southwest is home to hundreds of Native American tribes. So we do have a Native American Cultural Center on our campus, along with an Office of Inclusion. So living on campus isn't required or mandatory, but about 90% of our first-year students do choose to live on campus. So it's a great way to be part of our community. And if you decide you want to live off campus, there's lots of choices for that too. So NAU has a lot of traditions. Life is exciting at 7,000 feet. On the screen, you can see the running of the freshmen. That's where our first-year students run across the football field at our first home football game. We also have a fun homecoming carnival. And when you hear the LJs, that means you're putting up your hands and an L and a J. So throwing up your LJs for the Lumberjacks. And there's so many ways to get connected, to have fun and stay active. Over 400 clubs and organizations, including a Greek life. We have special guests, concerts, speakers, an amazing rock climbing wall, incredible fitness center, and an aquatic center with an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We are a Division I school. We have 15 D1 teams. Most of them are in the Big Sky Conference, but our water sports are in the Western Athletic Conference. And all I can say about our men's cross-country team is that they're very fast. They've been national champs for 4 times, and our women's swimming and diving team has seen their fair of success as well. So let's talk about academics briefly. We have close to 100 undergraduate programs. We don't have time to get into all of them, but I do want to breeze through some of our popular majors like astronomy, sciences, criminology, engineering, environmental science, forestry. We're near a 50,000 acre forest, so that makes sense. We also have a strong interior design, and we've been ranked pretty highly nationally and internationally for our hotel and restaurant management program. And of course, nursing is popular just about everywhere. We also have an honors college, which students can apply to after they've been admitted. So there's a separate application process for that. So it offers a smaller experience. And our admission requirements are fairly straightforward. We're focusing on the grades you've received from the 16 core classes that you see on the screen. We're looking at an unweighted GPA, we're test score optional, and we have rolling admissions. And great news, everyone from California automatically qualifies for our WUI tuition rate, the Western Undergraduate Exchange, and that's a little under $16,000 per year. Plus, you'll automatically be considered for our $5,000 and $6,000 scholarship. You can only get one, but depending on your GPA, you'll see what you qualify for. Just a reminder, the GPA that you see is the one we create for you based off of those 16 core classes. And we do encourage everyone to apply for financial aid, and there are additional scholarship resources at nau.edu/scholarships. We also have a virtual campus tour that's very informative, and we're also welcoming students and families to campus if you want to come and visit. So you can follow up with me or visit our website for more information about that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Again, my name's Sue Maxwell. We're all over social media, and we encourage you to follow up at any time. Thanks so much and have a good evening.
All right, next up, we have the University of Missouri.
Righty. Good evening, folks. My name is Tommy Rogers. I am the current California representative for the University of Missouri. I am an alumni of the University of Missouri, and I am based down here in Orange County. And for the next couple of minutes, I want to talk to you a little bit about the University of Missouri, where we're located, our majors, some cool statistics for you folks, and what our students are doing on our campus. University of Missouri, we're a Tier 1 research institution, part of the SEC East. We're a large school. We've got about 30,000 students. That's our total population. Undergraduate fluctuates between 19 and 20,000, but you'll be surprised to learn that our average class size is just under 30 students. We have an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So while we are a large school, we have a lot of resources to make sure that individual attention is given to our students. Tigers all around the world, more than 110 countries, all around the United States. California is our 4th most popular state. We have over 200 students from California on our campus doing some wonderful things, both in and outside of the classroom that I'll share with you in just a couple of slides. But we are located in beautiful Columbia, Missouri. We're in the heart of the United States, right in the middle of Missouri, about an hour and a half distance from Kansas City and St. Louis, but you can fly into Columbia if you'd like to do so. We are a college city. We've got about 120,000 people that reside in the city of Columbia. And there's a lot of fun things to do downtown. I myself am a big hiker. There's a lot of really cool hiking trails. There's a lot of cool national parks, restaurants, shops. We're also a popular destination for a lot of different performers, guest speakers, musicians, folks in the academia area as well. Always consistently visit Columbia. Sports Illustrated magazine actually did a spread on us a couple of years ago before COVID. Highlighted a lot of really cool areas downtown, named us a top 5 college city amongst other schools in the United States. So great place to live. In terms of becoming a Missouri Tiger, very straightforward. We have a lot of successful students from your school district that are on our campus right now. 2 ways to apply. You can apply traditionally with a test score or without. We are going test optional for our fall 2022 class. Regardless of how you apply, we will take a look at the classes that you're currently taking in high school. You can see the curriculum is located on the screen here. And then it's up to you if you want to apply with or without a test score. Traditionally, if you apply with a test score, that's awesome. We accept a wide variety of different scores. For us, though, 24 ACT or 1160 SAT, that is automatic admissions into the University of Missouri, gets you directly into your program. And then if you're lower than that, we have a wide variety of different scores that you can hit. We do super score. We can also take your highest composite score, and you can take the test as many times as you'd like. So that's applying with the test score. Without a test score, test optional, pretty straightforward. In lieu of a test score, what you'll do is you'll fill out an application, answer some writing questions, and then you'll submit your transcripts. Biggest anchor, of course, is going to be your GPA that you have in high school, but we will holistically look at your writing samples and where you're coming from school-wise. Applying test optional, wonderful. Still gets you directly into your major. You can still qualify for our scholarships, and you can still be an honor student as well. So it's completely up to you how you decide to apply. For my seniors here right now, we are open. August 1st is when our app opened, and we're rolling admission, so you can apply anytime you'd like to. But to qualify for the maximum amount of scholarships, we do encourage our students to apply at least by December 1st. That way they hear a little bit before the holidays, and they also know exactly how much automatic scholarships they're going to be getting. Now on our campus, we have a lot of degree programs. We have over 300. To me, that's very overwhelming. Our most popular California majors, though, especially in your area. Number 1, that's going to be our journalism school. We have the nation's longest running journalism program in the United States. It's consistently ranked number 1. And we have a lot of very successful students, both in and outside of the program, and a lot of really neat resources as well. Number 2 is going to be our business school. That's direct admit. It's not impacted, just like journalism. It also comes with a guaranteed internship, which I think is pretty cool. Many of our California students will come back here over the summertime and do their internship. We have California Mizzou Tigers all up and down the coast. We'll get you connected with that. We're also a unique school for a public school. We're one of 8 public schools that has a law, vet, and a med school. So we have a lot of students coming for those pre-professional tracks. Engineering rounds out our 4th most popular major. But like I said, we got over 300. A lot of unique things that our students are doing. But you'll be doing a lot of work outside of the classroom. Because we are a tier 1 research institution, there's a ton of different opportunities to really take what they're learning in the classroom and really apply it towards their academic endeavors. Journalism students, for example, they have access to our NBC station their freshman year. The only school in the nation that has that. It's an actual newsroom, and it's an NBC affiliate. It's not just national, but it's global news as well. Freshman year, students can start working in there. Sophomore, junior year is when students can start to be in front of the camera, but every once in a while, we'll have a freshman their second semester that makes their way on there. Business students, as I mentioned, they're guaranteed an internship. We had a few students last year do an internship with Snapchat down here in Venice, California. We have an alumni there. University hospitals on our campus will get you in there even before you start doing your clinicals for my pre-med students and for my nursing students. Education students will get you in the classroom to start shadowing as early as your sophomore year. So almost every single academic program has something that you can do outside of the classroom. taking our curriculum, taking the type of students that we have on our campus, and then combining it with the work that they're doing. We're very proud of our retention and our job placement rating for earlier this year. 90% retention rating for our students, and then 93.4% successful career outcome rating. Students who are fully employed, attending graduate school, or serving in the military, the biggest anchor being full-time job employment. So we're really excited about that. Real quickly, we do have some wonderful scholarships, automatic scholarships for our students. You can get in-state tuition your freshman through your senior year, depending on your GPA or your test score. Again, to qualify for the maximum amount of awards, December 1st is that priority deadline. We do have automatic scholarships based on your major. That's going to be dependent on what major you select. And if you don't get any scholarships, most California students do, but if you don't, not a problem. We do have a residency process you can go through your freshman year in order to get in-state tuition. And we are open for business. See us virtually or come in person. We'll get you on tour, get you in a classroom. My contact information here, that is a picture of me. I've got a beard now. It's great, but that is a picture of me right there. Feel free to reach out to me, text me, shoot me an email, anything I can do to make your life a little bit easier. Other than that, have a great day and go Tigers.
Great, thanks so much. Next up, we have University of Massachusetts, Lowell.
Hey everyone, I'm Joanne Germano with the University of Massachusetts at Lowell. So if you're not familiar with our campus, we're right on the Merrimack River. You can get a direct flight from several airports in California right into Boston, jump on the train from downtown Boston and get to our campus in about 35 to 40 minutes. So you won't need a car. Here is my contact information. I'm originally from Massachusetts, so I can tell you about the weather, but I am regionally based. So I'm down in San Diego. I am your point of contact if you ever have questions. This is a quick snapshot of our university. So the UMass system as a whole, there are 4 campuses and then our medical school. We're similar to how the UCs are in that we have research, master's and PhD level programs. We're one of the mid-sized UMass campuses. We're 11,000 in undergrad, but we have over 500 full-time professors. So our average class size is going to be about 25 students. We're about 38% students of color, so we're a very diverse campus. Right now, we have students coming from every state, over 100 different countries. We do also have all of our programs are direct entry. We have over 100 different options you can choose from. We were the first school in the country to have plastics engineering. Those students do a lot of work with prosthetics. We also have a lot of 4+1 tracks where you could do a bachelor's and a master's in just 5 years. Some more of our popular majors are going to be definitely anything in the STEM, business, and criminal justice. We have over 275 clubs and organizations on campus. There's a lot to get involved with in terms of a robotics club, different ethnic clubs, religious clubs. If you're not familiar with Lowell, Lowell is about 100,000 people, home of the Industrial Revolution. So there's a lot of tours that go on with the old mills and factories, a lot of mom and pop shops, family-owned restaurants. It's very similar to the layout of UC Berkeley in that we're close proximity to Boston as Cal is to San Francisco. So you get that open urban campus, but still that same college town feel. We also have a U Teach track, which is very unique to our campus and to New England universities in general. So if you want to study anything in the STEM, you can take 6 extra classes in a teaching minor and be certified to teach at the middle school and high school level in a STEM area of concentration. We are very hands-on. So our students do internships in any of our liberal arts programs. If you're in our College of Business, College of Sciences, or College of Engineering, you will be involved in a co-op. Students are paid for 3 to 6 months to work with a company. A lot of the companies we partner with are in California, such as Raytheon. They own a floor of our engineering complex, but Raytheon's out here. We've had students work with Tesla up in the Bay Area, iRobot. Students are making an average of $30 an hour in the co-op. And because of them, 95% of our students are employed within 6 months of graduation. So right now we have 200 different company partnerships. If you wanted something in the healthcare, we partner with Massachusetts General Hospital, the Leahy Clinic, and the Boston Children's Hospital, where students shadow a lot of top doctors and nurses. Those are some leading healthcare institutions or healthcare facilities in the US. We have a direct entry nursing program also, and we have an accelerated path with it if you're interested. In as little as 3.5 years, you could have your bachelor's in nursing. We have a lot of fun on campus. In a normal year, we have 10 concerts. We've had Drake, Billy Joel, and Snoop Dogg come to campus to perform. We've also had Oprah on campus in fall of 2019 to help fundraise scholarships for our students. We are home of the Riverhawks. Our colors are red, white, and blue. We are Division I in athletics, so there's a lot of excitement at our games. Being a New England school, our ice hockey team draws the most fans. Those games typically sell out. We have a lot of intramural and club sports. Unique to our campus are our LLCs, our living learning communities. If you are, say, a business major or a criminal justice major, you can choose to live with other students of your major of all 4 grades. So to help build that stronger sense of community. Also, in terms of housing, it's guaranteed all 4 years, but we don't require you to live on campus, but about 90% of our first year students do. Our averages are on the screen. We're looking for a strong B average. We are test optional, and we have been for the last 5 years. That won't change going into fall 2022 for next year's class. Our deadlines are also on the screen. We're on the Common application. We're on the Coalition app, and we have our own application. You can fill out whichever. If you do want nursing, though, the only deadline is November 5th. The same application you fill out for admission is the same application that'll qualify you for our scholarships. We have great scholarships for out-of-state students. They range from 10 to 20,000, and they're renewable until you earn your bachelor's. I do have a fee waiver code, so you can reach out to me if you'd like to apply. We have great resources on our website. If you wanted to take a virtual tour or check out our view book, it's all on our web. If you're going to be back in Massachusetts, feel free to schedule a tour. Also, if you're a senior and you want to apply, we do a fly-in program that will take place in April, where you'll be housed on campus for 2 nights and we cover most of the expenses. I'd love to talk to you more, but now we're going to pass it on. So thank you so much.
All right, last but not least, we have Purdue University.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah Sari, and let me see if I can get it from the beginning. There we go. So my name is Sarah Sari. I'm your local Bay Area representative for Purdue University. As far as where we're located, we are in West Lafayette, Indiana, not Lafayette, California. So don't be confused. We're about an hour from Indianapolis and about 2 hours from Chicago, in a fantastic college town. Plenty of things for you guys to do all throughout the year. We have local farmers markets, music and arts festivals, and then on a larger scale, we do have concerts, comedians, Broadway shows coming through on tour. The nice thing is, though, we're 2 hours from Chicago and an hour from Indy. So if you ever want a city fix, it's really easy just to pop up to Chicago, enjoy some deep dish pizza, maybe catch a Blackhawks game, or maybe you want to go down to Indianapolis and enjoy the restaurant scene and walk around the canal down there as well. We do have shuttles that go from our campus to both Indianapolis International and Chicago O'Hare airports. So it's very, very easy for you guys to make it back and forth between the Bay Area and campus. A little bit about our size. Yes, we are a very large school, but the nice thing is we do have plenty of professors on staff to help support our students academically. We're able to keep our class size still about that 31 student class size, so really similar to what you're already used to now in high school. We're also a very global community as well. So we do kind of bring this world to this melting pot of a university in the heart of the Midwest for our students. We have students from all 50 states, plus over 120 other different nations as well. And a little fun fact, California is our 3rd largest state represented at Purdue, and most of those California students are coming from right here in the Bay Area. So more likely than not, you'll probably know a few faces before you start your first Purdue class. As far as some academic resources that we provide for our students, research is definitely going to be a huge value that we have here at Purdue. So with undergrad research, it can be as easy as just going up to your professor after class and asking how you can get involved in their research, or maybe stopping into your academic advisor and asking about their options that are available within your department. We have options kind of spreading the gamut with STEM. We have our earthquake lab, nuclear reactor, particle accelerator, a jet propulsion lab, We have plenty of maker spaces that are completely free for our students to use as well. But then beyond that, we have state-of-the-art concussion research, business research, communications, clinical psychology. So no matter what major you're interested in, more likely than not, we'll have hands-on opportunities for you to pursue. We also have our certificate in entrepreneurship and innovation. Students essentially are able to hands-on go through the whole startup process in this program, writing market and feasibility analyses, business proposals, and any student in any major can pursue this option. So we really want to make sure students have the opportunities to enhance their curriculum during their time at Purdue. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the application process. There are 5 things that we require for a complete application, as you can see on your screen here. So we are on the Common Application, makes it super easy for you all to apply. There are 2 Purdue questions. They basically ask, why Purdue, why your major? We often get asked kind of what are we looking for in responses to these questions? And honestly, we aren't looking for anything specific, but we are looking for specificity. So is there a specific Purdue class or research opportunity or club or organization that's unique to Purdue that really piques your interest? We use these questions to really gauge how serious a student is about applying and eventually attending Purdue down the road. We do require self-reported grades and test scores. So on the Common Application, you do have the ability to self-report everything. And in fact, that's what we highly, highly encourage you to do, regardless of what your counselor will submit, whether it's a transcript or official score report, things like that. The reason why is with students having the ability to self-report everything, it essentially puts you in the driver's seat and being in control of your own destiny. So there's no longer any excuse to miss a deadline because you can literally just self-report everything directly within the Common App platform. And then of course, your Common App essay, and then there is a $60 application fee. We do have students apply directly to a specific program at Purdue, so you do not apply to be a general freshman and then declare a major later on. All of our 200 plus majors are housed in 11 different academic colleges and schools, and you do have the ability to list a first choice and a second choice major. There are only 4 majors that are available as first choice options. Those are engineering, first year engineering, computer science, direct admit nursing, and professional flights. And then when we evaluate your application, it is done by a holistic review. So we do not have a minimum GPA or test score requirement for any of our majors. We look at everything that's available on your application. I highly encourage you all to, if at all possible, please apply by November 1st, which is our early action deadline. It's non-binding. You're not obligated to attend Purdue when you apply November 1st. It is the deadline to be automatically considered for our merit scholarships. There is no other application for scholarships. As long as you apply to your major by November 1st, you're automatically considered for our large merit scholarships. It is a priority deadline for 3 majors: computer science, direct admit nursing, and professional flight. And last but not least, it is the deadline to apply to the Honors College. So that was my 6 minutes. I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen here. And then I want to make sure to include my contact information in the chat, as well as links to other helpful information for you all. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me down the road. And I appreciate you guys all being here this evening.
All right, thank you so much, Sarah. Now at this time, I just want to invite all of our reps to turn on their cameras. I'm going to pose a quick question for everybody to kind of share their expertise in the area. So I'm going to kind of go around for everybody in the same order as we presented this evening. And the question for tonight will be, what piece of advice would you give to somebody going through the college search process right now? And we can go around in the same order, starting with Elon University.
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you for everyone for joining us tonight. The one piece of advice that I would give is to just, if you can, relax about the process a little bit. I think that it can get very stressful very quickly, and you can feel like, am I making the right decisions? Have I looked at enough? And kind of get, kind of very anxious about it. And I would say, just step back a minute and realize that you're going to end up exactly where you're supposed to be. you heard from some amazing schools today, and none of them are a wrong choice, right? You're choosing education. So take the pressure off yourself a little bit. Also know that if you are a little bit behind on the application process this year, I've talked to a lot of students who feel a little bit behind. That's okay. With schools, you really need to meet that early action deadline. Definitely meet that. I think Sarah just talked about some that you want to make sure you're really keyed in on. But also, if you are applying for those regular deadlines, that's okay as well. Just make sure you're talking to your reps to make sure that you're not missing anything. If you're missing that early action, give yourself a little bit more space and time. So thank you, and I will pass it off.
Thank you. My advice is that your college experience is your own. I think a lot of times students feel the need to go where their friends are applying, or their sister went, or their whole family goes to this school, so they automatically feel that they have to go to that certain university. But there's so many different colleges and universities in the country. Everyone, we're all unique individuals, and every college has different things. And sometimes the things that you're looking for maybe aren't the things that your friends are looking for. So kind of try to block things out and, do your own research and visit schools and just get as much information as you can, and make the choice, make the decision that's good for you, to find your fit, and not only a fit that is, for you, but also something that you can afford. But, there are just so many different resources and options for you. Just take advantage of them.
Next up, we'll have the University of Missouri.
Hey, that's me. I definitely want to reemphasize what the two gals just had mentioned. Those are great pieces of advice. And with that as well, and it was kind of touched upon, definitely utilize us. Think of us as kind of the gateway to your institution that you're looking at. And let us connect you. I mean, all of us are more than happy to connect you with resources on campus. If you want to talk to students on campus and majors, et cetera, we really want to help you. One of my really good friends, Gary B. at University of New Mexico, we're the Office of Admissions, not the Office of rejections. We want to help you be successful. So reach out to us, let us know what we can do for you. Be proud, relax. It's a really crazy time right now. We're rolling with the punches too. Let us know what we can do for you.
Similar to what everyone has just said, relax. Remember that we were in your shoes once too, so don't be afraid to reach out to us with any questions. We can certainly advocate for you in terms of admission and scholarships, but also to keep a journal of the schools you do plan to apply to, the schools that are on your list. Make sure you write in the journal the deadlines so you don't miss those, but also as you're starting to tour different schools, record notes in each of the journal entries, because it starts to all blend and you want to write things down so you remember.
And then my piece of advice is basically the college process is your first step into being an independent adult. And so when it comes to reaching out or advocating on your behalf, I highly encourage you guys to do that yourself rather than leaving it to a friend or a loved one. This is your first step into that world. And so once you get to college, you're not going to have as much of that resource available to reach out asking those questions. And this is your college process. It's you that's going to be attending these institutions. And so don't be afraid to be the one to reach out if you do have any questions, rather than leaving it to a parent or a friend.
Awesome. That's all great advice for all of our students and prospective students going through the college search process. It's definitely good to hear what everybody has to share, and definitely take all that in. But to kind of wrap up our night tonight, I just want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank our students and our families for taking the time this evening to hear what our awesome reps have to share about their institutions. Just a couple of notes as we end our session. There will be a quick survey for all of our attendees after you close out the window. Just 5 quick questions, just some feedback to share about our session this evening. Also a reminder that there are more sessions after this one. So if you want to hear about more institutions, definitely sign up for more sessions. And also this session was recorded. So if you want to review it, go back, maybe you missed something. Also, if your friend missed the session, they can also go back and see it as well. And it will be available on stryscan.com. I just want to thank all of our reps this evening for taking the time to share with our students, and our students to take the time and listen to our reps this evening. So thank you so much for coming, and good luck to everybody through their processes and their admissions recruitment cycles. Good night, everyone.